Hi, I'm Cookie, I'm a massage therapist, and I wanted to put this video together for those friends of mine who are also massage therapists and teach them ways that they can use their table to add a little bit of yoga into their prep time right before their clients come, help mitigate any of the repetitive stress stuff that's going on in their bodies, because I know for all of us this is a fabulous profession, but it does have a lot of repetitive activities that we perform, and my goal is to provide you with some tools that you can use to help mitigate some of that. So we're going to start actually sitting on the table, and we're going to warm up the ankles. So from here, we want to flex the toes up towards the shins and hold for a second, then release. You're going to do that again. Pull the toes up so that you feel the shin activate and then release. Let's do that 2 more times. Pull up and release. 1 more time. Pull up and release. Now I want you to circle your ankles, and then you're going to go the opposite direction. Nice. So now we're going to go into a modified cat and cow to warm up the shoulders and the back and the neck. From this position, you're going to reach back, holding onto the table. I want you to lift up from the heart. Get the shoulders to connect in the back. Look up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale as you bring your hands to your knees and round. Bringing your chin to your chest. Inhale, reach back as you lift and look up. Exhale, reach for the knees and round. We're going to do that 1 more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale and round. From here, we're going to add just a little bit of rotation. I want you to bring your left hand to the outer edge of your right knee. You're going to use your table here, holding onto the table. Sit up tall, and then gently twist and look over your right shoulder, just breathing. And then exhale, we're going to unwind. Let's do that on the other side. My right hand comes across. I'm going to hold on to the outer edge of the table, using that right hand to help twist and look over my left shoulder. Big breath in, exhale as you unwind. Go ahead and circle those shoulders. So now we're going to slide gently off the table. We're going to kind of warm up on the hamstrings. So from here, we're going to take the feet about hip width apart. And I'm going to think thighs move back, abdominal wall draws up, and I bow forward at the hip as my forearms come down onto the table. I want to make sure that I'm pushing down into my forearms and reaching the crown of my head away as I keep the thighs moving back, tailbone lifts. And I'm just going to breathe here. You're going to feel a gentle stretch in the back of the hamstring. Let's do 2 more full breaths. 1 more full breath. Now we're going to kind of stay in the same position, but what I'm going to do is soften the knees. I'm going to walk my right foot under the table and slide my left foot back a little bit. I want to keep the back heel down, and I want to press into my front big toe. Both of your legs are long and strong, so very straight. I'm pushing down into the table with my forearms as I reach the crown of the head away. And I'm just going to stay here and breathe again, feeling that gentle stretch in that right upper hamstring and in my left calf muscle. 1 more breath. I'm going to soften. I'm going to step back now with my right as my left leg goes under the table. And I'm extending the spine. We want to make sure that the hip stays nice and square. You keep pressing down into your forearms, keep extending the spine forward, and we're just breathing. So now you're feeling the stretch in that upper left hamstring and that right calf muscle. And just keep that breath going. Now the next one I'm going to show you is a modified down dog. We're going to step both legs back, and this time I'm going to spread the fingers very wide as I place them on the table. Take a big breath in. On my exhale, I'm going to try to get the whole arm to be supported by the table and slowly come down until my chin actually rests on the table. My thighs are extending back towards the wall behind me. My abdominal wall stays up, and I want to feel this gentle stretch in the hamstrings and the upper shoulders. You're going to give me 1 more full breath here. Exhale. When you're ready, use your core to help you slowly come up. And now we're going to place the hands right on the table. I'm going to step forward with 1 leg. And we're going to spread the fingers very wide. And I'm going to gently rock forward and back till I feel a gentle stretch in that wrist. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. We're going to gently take this same action and move it side to side. And as you're going side to side, you just want to make sure that you're pressing down firmly into each finger. And we're going to go right into a circular pattern. So we're just trying to get the wrist stretched a little bit. 1 more, and then you're going to go the other way. Nice. 1 more time. Beautiful. Now we want to stretch the extensor muscles in the wrist. So I want you to go ahead and turn your hands so that your fingertips are facing you, but your fingertips are hanging off the edge of the table. We've got that one foot under the table, and we're going to lean back. And as you lean back, what I want you to think about is the heel of your palm wants to stay into the table. You're going to feel the stretch right here in this wrist extensor, and you're just breathing. If this is not as difficult for you, you can add a little more difficulty by sliding your whole hand up onto the table. Take a deep breath in. Exhale as you lean back, and you're feeling again that nice stretch right in the extensors of the wrist. We're just breathing. And now we're going to turn the hands over in the opposite direction, gently placing the top or the back of your hand on the table. I'm pressing into my thumb and my little finger, and I'm gently leaning back. You only want to put as much weight into the back of the hand as you feel comfortable, always honoring what your level of flexibility is so that we don't create an injury. And then when you're ready, you're going to slowly come up. We're going to interlace the fingers and just circle those wrists, and then reverse that. And then shake it all out. So we're going to go into the hip area. I'm going to face the table again. I'm going to bring my left foot up. Place the outer edge of my foot on the table, and I want to make sure that that left hip is in height. I want to keep the left hip down. My shin is perpendicular to the way in which my table is set up. I'm going to come up nice and tall here, and from the hip, I'm going to slowly come forward till I can put my fingertips on the table and see how that feels. If I can, I'm going to come all the way down to my forearms. From this position, I'm going to stay very strong in that support leg, the standing leg, as I take and extend the glutes behind me and extend my spine. And just breathe, because this can be a pretty intense stretch right here. This is pigeon pose in yoga. We're going to take a deep breath here. Exhale as we slowly walk it up. We're going to take that left leg off, and let's bring the right leg up. We're going to do the same thing. So I want to make sure that my outer edge of my foot is pressing, my hip is not hiked. I'm up nice and tall. I'm going to lean forward, place my fingertips, take the glutes out the back door, so to speak, and then when you're ready, you're slowly going to bring those forearms down. You may notice that you have a difference between your right and left leg, especially in the hip, and that's normal that you're going to feel that difference. Let's do one more full breath here. And then when you're ready, you're slowly going to walk this back up. We're going to bring that right foot down. I want you to take your feet about hip width apart, bring your hands to your hips, and just give me some gentle hip circles going one direction, and then gently reversing it. The last stretch I'm going to have you do is really to help with your shoulders and your neck. I'm going to have you reach behind your back with your arms, and what you're trying to do is grab onto the opposing elbow. So from this position, once you have that, I want you to bring your shoulder blades more onto your back. From that position, you're up tall with your chest. Just turn your head all the way right and left several times. Bring your head back to center, release the arms, circle your shoulders, and you are all set and ready to go. Thank you and have a great day.